Hey guys, Bree here from Mission Well Crochet, and this week I have a yarn haul for you, and I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be making because summer is just around the corner and I want to make a couple summery kind of projects. And I have a reveal of my alligator purse coming up in just a little bit, so stay tuned. Before we get totally into it, let's back up to about 1 week ago. So I went to an animal encounter that was hosted by my local library. It was actually in like a town over, which I'd never been to, which, you know, since we're still new to the area, still getting, kind of getting our bearings and finding, new stuff, like I was like, let's go on this adventure, which doesn't sound like me if you know me. But the one thing that really drove my let's leave the house and get out and people was alligators. I'm a huge alligator fan, and the animal encounter was actually with animals from an alligator sanctuary that's here in Michigan. So I'm gonna leave. I've never been there before, so I can't like recommend going there, but I myself am gonna be going there soon, hence why I was making the alligator purse. But I've always been a girly who's been into alligators. I don't know if it's because like I held an alligator when I was like 4 years old at the county fair, and it's a core memory for me. I mean, it was so exciting, and I remember like how it felt, and like an exchange between me and my uncle where he was teasing me because he said my hands were slimy afterwards, or did it start because I always wanted to be the lady with the alligator purse from the like Miss Lucy rhyme. Like if you've ever heard those, it's, spoiler alerts here. It's about this woman who she puts her baby in the bathtub, eats all the soap, drinks all the water, tries to eat the bathtub, and she like freaks out. She calls a doctor or a nurse, and the lady with the alligator purse. And the hero of the story is the lady with the alligator purse. And I always kind of like thought it would be like cool to have an alligator purse like this woman does. Not a real one though. I think that would kind of hurt my heart because I love alligators. But like after going to this, animal encounter thing and seeing alligators, and it was such a great presentation. Like I learned so much. It was so interesting, and the guy was very entertaining. Like it just was like I was on cloud 9 when I left. It was such a good time. Man, I had a good time. Like that just does not, it's not a big enough, saying I had a good enough time just is not big enough to explain how awesome. I was floating in cloud 9, like I said, for the rest of the day. It was so much fun. So they were talking about at this animal encounter thing, that coming up this coming weekend, which would have been 2 weekends ago from then, but this coming weekend for me, that they are having what they're calling like their opening day release, where you can pay like a certain amount of money and like be able to put an animal into their enclosure for the year, like, because they're opening up for the year. And I think that sounds like so much fun. I don't know if I'm gonna like be able to go and release an animal. I don't know about that, but I really do want to go. So I made this bag in preparation of going, because I thought if I go, then I want to have an alligator purse. Like I want to be the lady with the alligator purse. So I like couldn't find a pattern of anything I really liked. So I'm just like, well, I'm just going to wing it. I mean, I've been crocheting long enough. I should be able to wing it this, okay? So here it is. I'm super excited about this. I hope you like it. I mean, if you don't, then that's okay though, because I love it. Anyways, this is the alligator bag. He's got 2 little legs, 2 little arms. He's got this cute little face and little teeth. And I made it so that the bag cinches here, so like my stuff won't fall out. And then I made a strap, and the strap is set up so it's like a crossbody bag. So like when I'm walking around, he'll be just like hanging off my hip. I'm super happy about this. I wanted to find a pattern, but I mean trial and error, and I think he came out pretty cute. And I wasn't looking for anything like, to look perfectly like an alligator. I mean, it's supposed to be like the likeness of, so when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's an alligator. I was really worried for a minute though that people might think it's a dinosaur. So I actually had the snout like part a little shorter. My husband though and I decided like if I extended it out, it'd be more alligator like. And it's got a tail. I'm so excited about this, and I love this, and I cannot wait to go. I'm hoping to be able to go this weekend, but God forbid something comes up and we can't, that's okay. I will be going sometime this summer to the alligator sanctuary, and I will be wearing that bag. Mark my words. I'm super excited about it. That will be a fun adventure that I'll definitely have to share with you when it happens, because I know it will. Anyways, so that kind of inspired me thinking, man, I should start thinking about more summer projects. Like, I mean, here I am in this sweater today because it's like we're having a chilly day. Actually, we're under a burn ban too, which is kind of crazy to think about. But like, we've had a series of these cold, wet, gloomy days. Today's a little bit nicer, but still not. It's still not summer weather for sure. But so today I thought I'm just gonna wear this nice sweater, even though now I'm talking about summer. Anyways, let's get into the yarn haul. And I've got 2 different projects planned. One is going to be another purse. I already have made one before. I'll have to insert like a picture over here. Both of these patterns are from Yarn Inspirations. There'll be links, of course, in the description. But this bag here, I made that a couple years ago. It's one of my favorite. It's like supposed to look like macrame, but it's actually all crochet. And I love this bag. This is a bag that I wear quite often. But the only problem is it's white, and I'm always afraid I'm going to mess it up. So I like to wear it when I'm going places. But at the same time, I'm like, I want something that has colors. So like, if it does get dusty or dirty, it's not so noticeable. So this is the yarn I got for that. Now, there's 2 different colors in the original pattern, but I wanted to do mine a little different, which eventually when I get that done, you'll see. When I go to make that bag, these are the 2 colors that I'm planning on doing them in. So these are cotton yarn, because you need cotton yarn for this bag. It's I Love This Cotton by Hobby Lobby. The green here is called Bright Citrus. And the blue here is called Deep Teal. So I think these are going to come together to make kind of a wild, like fun kind of bag. So I didn't have exact yarn amounts. So I just got fingers crossed that I picked up the right amount. Because yes, there are amounts for the bag, but the problem is because I want to do mine differently. Like, I want the inside like liner to be a different color than the outside, the macrame looking part. So I want it to be like kind of a window of one looking in on the other. So there weren't exact amounts for that, because the amounts in the pattern are actually for like the full, like the outside of the bag, the inside of the bag, and the tassels, which are all like white. And then the brown for the strap and the brown for the top of the bag. So it doesn't look like you need that much the one color. I split mine like 60-40 basically on colors, and I'm hoping that'll work out. So we'll see. So I wanted to do it, my way, of course. So the other thing that I think this is going to be my next project, because I just finished the alligator bag. I was looking for the next thing. I want something a little quicker. I got this yarn, it's by Yarn Bee. Like I said, this is all Hobby Lobby. It's the Bambootiful yarn. I thought this was a nice color. It's kind of a khaki. I don't know what they actually call it here. They call it linen. And I'm going to make this hat here. This is also a Yarn Inspirations pattern. I'm looking forward to making it because I grew up in that time where like fisherman's hats were like kind of a thing, like bucket hat. We call them fisherman hats, but I guess most people call them bucket hats. But I like this because it's got like a lot of like texture to it, and I think it's kind of fun because it's kind of like menswear that women can wear that looks cute. So I'm all about this. So I'm hoping this comes out really well. That's going to be probably my next project. I'll probably do the mat crochet purse after them. So those are just a couple of things I thought I would share with you. I also picked up, which I don't have them right here because I had already used 2 of the pieces, hardware for the bag. I picked up here, I can show you. I picked up like these D-rings And then I picked up the little slidey part for the straps for that bag and the one I will be making. So that's about it for this week. I'm hoping that next week's video will be at the, like live from the alligator sanctuary. Not live, actually, but, just play along. It's fun. And it'll be me walking around the alligator sanctuary, maybe giving a progress report on my hat. And, ooh, maybe I'll have the hat done in time. That might be a little too ambitious. But I'm going to shoot for it. Go big or go home. So that's all I have for you this week. I'm really excited about my alligator bag. Like, I'm just ecstatic. I just finished that yesterday. I am super, super excited about it. I think it's going to be just kind of a fun, I love fun, like whimsical, like things like that. I don't know if whimsical is the best word for it, what I'm saying, but you get what I mean. I like those kind of things. So anyways, I'm not going to keep you a minute longer. If you're interested in the pattern for the hat or the purse, definitely check the description because it'll be in there. And I will talk to you next week. So until then, take care.